Hey guys, it's Connor here. Listen, if you have an email list and you have something to sell, don't skip this. You're going to like what I have to tell you. Give me about 10 minutes. I want to teach you guys something that I call the perfect email template. Before I do that, I just want to give you guys a heads up here. If you could see, if you want to go to emailmarketingwebinar.com, if anyone's watching, if you could just type it down in the comments there so people can click it, get the URL. It's emailmarketingwebinar.com. And we have for you there a whole 60-minute free class that teaches you everything you need to know about email marketing, how to grow your list, how to make money from it, what to sell, what niche to pick, all that good stuff. And it's all there for you for free. It's a 60-minute class. I think you'll really like it. Now, if you got 10 minutes, I want to teach you what I call the perfect email template. Now, email marketing can be pretty complicated, or it can be as simple as you want it to be. And I like simple. I don't know about you. I have studied and practiced this for 10 years. I've run multi-million-dollar lists. I've seen really complicated campaigns and structures and automations and all kinds of crazy high-level copywriting. But at the end of the day, your market just wants what it wants. And usually the fastest way to making a sale is to just connect them with what they want in the most ethical and honest and compelling way possible. So let me give an example of how you're going to do that. Obviously, every email is going to have certain parts, and a cool little secret about some of the best copywriters is they all use templates. They all lean on proven structures. It saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of headache. It saves a lot of testing and screwing up stuff. And especially if you're just starting out, if you're struggling to make a lot of sales, like a lot of our clients are, why not lean on what works? Don't be creative right now. Get what you want. Get the sales. Connect your audience with what they want. So here's how we do it. And this is, if I do nothing else, if I have to write a month's worth of emails today, I'll sit down and I'll just follow this template. This is how my mind just does it now. And it works. It's simple. Anyone can do it. Let me walk you through it. Number one here. Subject line. Ooh, a little hide and seek here. Subject line. Obviously, every email needs a subject. Now, usually for subject lines, we follow a set of templates, a set of formulas. Every copywriter has books on books and swipe files full of proven formulas, the stuff that's been working for the past 100 years or however long people have actually been writing ad copy. There's proven formulas for this, and there's proven formulas for emails. And one of the best formulas that I like to use, you've probably seen this before, is how to get what you want without what you don't want. So obviously, get what you want, what you don't want. You need to fill in the blank and make it appropriate for your list, your market. So if we're selling how to write emails, it could be how to increase your open rate without pissing your list off. How to make more sales without pissing your list off. If it's weight loss, it could be how to lose 2 pounds this week, 2 pounds per week without giving up carbohydrates. That's a pretty nice, how to get what you want, lose some weight without what you don't want, giving up that thing you like. If we're selling, dog training, it's how to get your dog to stop peeing on the floor without having to, hit him, without having to abuse him. Just whatever your market wants and whatever they resist, whatever their frustration is, you put that in the subject line, and that really just speaks to the self-interest of the person that you're trying to sell. And really, that's all selling really comes down to, is knowing intimately what your market actually wants and connecting them with it. That's the reason they're going to open your emails. 2 reasons, actually. They're going to open your emails. 1, because there's something in it for them. It's worth their time to stop all of the million distractions they have going on and actually open and read what you had to say. And that's the goal of a subject line, right? Is just to get it open, to grab their attention from their whole inbox full of other marketing emails and say, hey, you should open this one. Why? Because there's something in it for you. Also, really quick side note, one of the biggest reasons that people are going to open your emails actually has nothing to do with your copywriting. It has to do with the relationship that you have with them. Really, the big reason that most people will open your emails, especially the most qualified customers, the people who are most likely to buy from you, is because they see your name. And what do we do when we see a name of a trusted friend or advisor? or a family member, somebody that you normally talk to that's not a marketer, that's not trying to sell you something, but someone you look up to, someone you have a friendship with, some kind of rapport, some kind of relationship. When you see their name in your inbox, you just open it. It doesn't really matter what the subject line says. And all of the best email marketers do that with their list. They're constantly offering value. They're not just hard pitching all the time. They're offering something of value and making it worth their while. Like a lot of our clients are complaining right now that their email open rates are going down and people, it's not working like it used to. And I'll tell you what we tell them. The open rates aren't going to go down if you consistently give them something that's worth opening. And that's how you build a relationship, so that at this point, you don't have to have the most killer copywriting in your subject line. You just have to be, your name has to trigger that feeling in them that says, oh yeah, I know them. I trust them. I like them. They have some, because of that name value, I know who that is and I care about them, or they care about me. I'm going to open it and see what they have to say. So best subject line template though to use is how to get what you want without what you don't want. Number 2, you're going to do an opener. Okay. The opener, opener is just the first thing that you write. And once they've opened the email, you still only have a little bit of time to really capture their attention and say, this is something worth your time to spend 20, 30 seconds skimming through or actually read. And the best thing you want to do in an opener is just speak to their self-interest. You want that first sentence or two to say, hey, this involves you. This is directly important to you. It matters to you. It's never about you, the person watching this, the person writing the email. It's never actually about you. It's about the person reading your market. So the first thing you want to say is, hey, if you are growing an email list, you want to see this. If you want to lose some weight and you're struggling to keep off that last few pounds, you need to read this. This might be the best thing you read all day. This is going to make your day. Like something about them and why they should read it. Really simple, one sentence. Number 3, we're going to do a call to action. There's 2 call to actions in this email template. The first one will be usually right after the opener, and it's just going to say whatever it is that you're pitching, whether it's a video you want them to watch, a VSL, a sales letter, intake form for lead gen, whatever it is that you're trying to get them to do in that email, you want to have your first call to action right up front so that when they open the email, they'll see a link and they'll know they can click on it. And usually I make it bold too, or maybe put an arrow next to it. And the reason for that is not everyone reads your whole email. Most people are just skimming it. They're looking for the bullet points. They're looking to get the info without having to read the whole thing and take, all their time and attention. So if I have something that I want them to do, I want to call it out up front in case they don't read to the bottom. I need to get it in front of them soon. So it'll just say, hey, by the way, before we go any further, I have this cool class. Like, speaking of which, I'll do it in this video right now. Hey, before we go any further, if you want to check out emailmarketingwebinar.com, we got a cool webinar for you there. It's 60 minutes. I think you'll really like it. It teaches you our whole business model, how we were able to build a very responsive list of buyers from 100% free traffic in just 30 days. Anyone can do it. We're getting great reviews right now. I think you'll like it too. So check that out. So, boom, call to action. Then you want to dive into your content, whatever today's email is about. Really cool trick, if you want to make creating content easy, is to go with a numbered list format. Go on BuzzFeed.com. I think they do it better than anyone. Cracks.com is another good example, although they've fallen off in recent years, but they used to be the best at it. All they do is numbered lists. And the reason for that is that the human brain just likes numbers. If you see something that's like 5 steps to do X, Y, and Z, and each one could be one line, it doesn't have to be complicated. Your brain says, oh, it's only going to take X amount of time to read through. I can skim it. It's not going to challenge me to think too hard. I can just go boom, 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 boom. It's easy to consume, but it still offers some kind of value, some kind of entertainment, whatever the content is. If you could only ever do one type of email, do numbered lists. They just work. They're like crack. So you do your content, whatever today's email is about. It doesn't have to be long. Usually ours are 300 to 500 words or less. Then you do another call to action. Boom. Another call to action. And again, when you do call to action, we say, hey, by the way, you need to go here and check out this video. You need to go here and check out my product. The only thing you need to do is get the click. You don't have to sell the whole product. You don't have to tell them everything that's in it, all the bonuses, all the stuff. Your sales page will do that. Whatever it is the offer that you're selling. If you're an affiliate, just go look at their sales page. If you're selling your own product, whatever's there, whatever the headline is, whatever, when they get to that page, what are they going to see first? That is going to do the job of selling them. That's the sales process. Your email doesn't have to sell the product. It has to sell the click. Okay? It's just a way to get them into your sales process. So a lot of people make a mistake here, and they try and oversell the product in their email, and the person reading just gets confused, or they feel like they're being pitched at or marketed to way too hard, or all you want is their money, you know, all that stuff that you don't want them to think about you. And if you want to avoid that, then don't try so hard to sell in your emails. You don't need to sell your products with email. That's what the sales page is for. Just sell the click. Give them one compelling reason why they need to go check this out right now, and you'll watch your your click rates go way up and your sales. Finally, after that's the second call to action. Remember, the first one's up top because you never know if they're going to make it to the bottom. Okay, people don't have time to read the whole thing. You'd be shocked at how attention spans are tiny. I mean, and boom, second call to action here. Finally, you sign off. Hey, talk to you again soon, Connor, or whatever your name is. And then usually you want to put a PS. And the reason for that is when people are skimming, for some reason the PS just draws the eye of the skimmer. And so the PS will just have another call to action. Hey, by the way, when you go here before midnight on Tuesday, you get a bonus. Check it out here. You know, real quick, just another reason to go click to that page again. Remember, you're just selling the click. You're not selling the whole product. You just need to get them curious enough to go into your sales process and let the sales process do the heavy lifting of actually getting the money and converting them into a customer. Does that make sense? So if you want to learn, that is one template. The perfect email template. But guess what? We've actually got 100 more of them, 101 templates for all different types of products, different niches, different situations. We got sequences, everything that we do with our email marketing. We've been doing it for 10 years. We've seen all the patterns. We've seen everything that works. And everything that we do now is just based off templates and sequences. So we never have to guess. There's no guesswork when we do emails. We're not like sitting there being creative. You know, a lot of our clients, one of their biggest concerns is, I don't know what to write in emails. How do you come up with content all the time? And the secret is we don't. We don't come up with fresh content all the time. We rely on proven templates. They've been proven to work for hundreds of years, way before email, okay? All the way back to face-to-face selling, direct mail. I know that wasn't 100 years ago, but however long people have been trying to sell stuff, this has been working. And we've just come up with a sequence and templates that work for email marketing specifically. So when I sit down to write an email, I mean, most of these are in my head at this point. But when I sit down to write an email, I'm just like, oh, just pull out these templates or this sequence and just fill in the blanks. You know, it really is that easy. And the point of that is just, if you're struggling in this area, don't be creative. Get what you want. Follow a proven template. And if you want all 100 of ours, go to emailmarketingwebinar.com. I'll show you that URL one more time. If anyone's watching, just type it in there for us so you can click it. And we'll show you our whole business model. We'll show you how we built our buyers list from totally free traffic and then convert them into customers, and then take some of that money and use it for paid traffic to speed the whole thing up. And we'll give you a chance to get 101 of our proven email templates. So you never have to worry about what to write. You never have to worry if it's going to work or not, or if you're wasting your time, or if you got to take 10 hours to write an email. You can just crank it out while you have your morning coffee and go about your day. And all of this is taken care of and bringing you money in on autopilot. That's the goal here. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you got any questions, if you want to ask us anything, just comment below. And yeah, it's emailmarketingwebinar.com. I hope to see you guys on there.